Today we're solving equations that don't have just one answer. Before we start, you have to sort of think about what does the solution to an algebra equation actually mean? So if we look back at one of our previous examples in our notes, for example this equation, we solved it and got x. So what does that x equals 6 mean? Well, it really means that if x is 6, this side will equal 71. 9 times the value of x, 6, plus 17 will get you 71. And there's only one possible value of x that will work, 6. No other number will work. You could plug any other number other than 6 in here, and you will not get 71. Only 6 will make this side equal to 71. But that's not always the case with every algebra equation. So let's solve some of these equations that don't have just one value for x. For example, this one. First step, distributive property. We're going to multiply everything in the parentheses by 2. 2 times 4x is 8x, plus 2 times 7 is 14. Drop down my equals 8x minus 11. I've got x's on both sides of the equal sign, so I'm going to subtract off all the x's over here. But what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So the 8x's undo each other. 14 drops down. Equals drops down. These x's undo each other. And negative 11 drops down. And look what ends up happening. I've got an equation that doesn't actually make sense. 14 equals negative 11? That's a contradictory statement. 14 can't equal negative 11. 14 will never equal negative 11. So what this tells us is that there is no solution. In other words, no value of x can ever make this equation true. There is no number you could put in for x here and here that will make this equation work. Now in the second example, again, we have the distributive property. 2 times 2x is 4x, minus 2 times 8 is 16. Drop down my equal sign. 4 times x and 4 times 4. 4 times x is 4x, minus 4 times 4, 16. I've got x's on both sides, so I'm going to subtract 4x. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. 4x's undo each other. Negative 16 drops down. Equals drops down. The 4x's undo each other. Negative 16 drops down again. And look, again, I have an equation where there's no more x's anymore. But unlike before where the equation didn't make any sense and it contradicts itself, this one does make sense. Negative 16 does equal negative 16. In fact, negative 16 always equals negative 16. So in this case, there are infinite solutions, meaning any value of x will make this true. Negative 16 will always equal negative 16 tells us that any value that we put in here for x will make this true. So these are two almost opposite examples. In this case, there is no value for x that will make it true. That makes it true. Whereas in this case, any value of x makes it true. And if you don't believe me, pick a number, put it in for x, here and here. No matter what number you pick, this side, when computed, will equal this side when computed.